What up, everybody? This is Big Elbow back up in that ass with those two Vatos Locos forever. Averno, Atlantes. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're not new to the channel, welcome back. I'm Big Elbow. Comic hauls is what I mostly do, and that's what I got for you guys today. If you saw my last video, I went to a parking lot sale at the Antique Mall in Visalia, California, and I bought a bunch of Conan mags. If you check out my videos, you can see that. If you're interested, you can check out that video on my channel. Because I bought a bunch of Conan mags, the lady told me the comics I was looking through were $2 each. She said I could get them for $1. So I was like, all right then. So this is what I grabbed. So if you are new to the channel, my collecting style is I want good comics and I want them at good prices. Condition isn't quite as important to me. Keys, not so much, but you know, I enjoy that aspect of the hobby, so just putting it out there. That's not the focus of my channel, but I do enjoy finding a key in the bargain bins, which is where I do most of my shopping. Anyways, so I got a nice stack of Todd McFarlane Spider-Mans. Shout out to West Coast Dave. I don't subscribe to the See Todd Buy Todd, but I do enjoy it, and for $1 I'm gonna pick them up. Especially these books right here. Man, I would have been so happy to get these when I was like about, you know, like a young teenager, 12 or so. Yeah, I think in 6th grade is when I first found McFarlane through a buddy of mine, and you know, the shit just looks so different and exciting, man. I'm not quite as big of a fan now as I was back then, but I just thinking like, man, back then, you know, McFarlane was hot, and he still is, but I mean, like all these, his popularity had gone up and all these back issues went up, so I had no way to afford them. So finding these for $1 each was pretty cool. Starting with $2.99, of course 300 wasn't in there. I doubt it was there before I got there. I'm pretty sure it wasn't. Anyways, so there, jump ahead to 309. And these aren't in bad condition, and some of them are newsstands. I think that's a newsstand. I don't know if that really makes a difference or not. It's not my area of expertise. I'm sure someone could let me know in the comments if the newsstands go for more than the direct editions. This is 311. That's another badass cover. You know, normally I'll pick up these McFarlane Spideys for my son when I find them for cheap. So I don't know. He might get these passed on to him. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll sell them, or maybe I'll keep them, man. Like that's what I'm not. I most likely will just keep them because maybe I could trade them in and get something that I like better. But if I could find like a collected McFarlane with these books in them, then I will. Then I would sell these, but I don't know. That's 312. Here's 313. Another great cover. I like these little, I think these are the direct edition, but I like those little boxes down there. 314, that should be, maybe I'll read that soon. I think this one was kind of a key right here, because it's first, I think it's first Venom on the cover, just because that little head. It's 315. 320, Assassination Plot, Part 1. Part 2. And then jump ahead to Part 5. And the conclusion, Part 6. All these covers are great. And to be honest, I'm more of a, now as I've gotten older, I'm more of an Eric Larson fan, because I think he makes better comics overall than Todd. But I will say I think Todd draws a better Spider-Man, and probably does I think I'll give Todd the edge in covers and probably splash pages, but in overall making a good comic book, definitely in writing, but just overall storytelling in comics, I give it to Larson. He was just put in the unfortunate situation of having to follow Todd on Spider-Man 2 times, you know. Yeah, so these are all dollar books. This book, as well as this book, have a lot of sentimental value to me. And these ones have a little wave in it. I don't know if you can see. But hopefully I can flatten that out. Oh, just a clean and a press. Yeah, fucking right. Anyways, those ones have some sentimental value because I met my best friend, who would become my best friend, trading comic books in 6th grade. So shout out to my man Isaac, man. If you're watching this, I love you, bro. But yeah, he came with these books, some McFarlane, some Silvestri X-Men's, and this is something too. Again, these ones particularly have this little wave in them, and that's something with Psylocke. I know it's like a minor key or something. And then I grabbed these. I was pretty happy to find these Jack Kirby Superpowers books that I'm trying to put that run together. And there's number 1 and number 2, so that was pretty cool. I think I need like 2 issues to have all the Kirby Superpowers. So that's always fun. So yeah, that was it from the parking lot sale at the Antique Mall in Visalia, California. If you're from the area, I always say check it out. They got a lot of cool stuff in there. And then so a while back, I went back to the flea market in Hanford, Alma's flea market in Hanford, and I just found a couple little things. If you follow my Instagram, you might have seen I put this guy, because I was trying to figure out who the hell he was, and I picked him up for $2 loose. He's in good shape, and on Instagram, some people let me know his name is Plundor from Masters of the Universe. So I left it out. My granddaughter, the honey badger, hasn't shown a lot of interest in it. I thought she would like it because it being kind of silly, but she hasn't paid too much attention to it. But I think it's a good figure. Excuse me. So that was cool. I thought this was really cool. This guy was selling all these like martial arts manuals and shit, and he wanted $2 each. So there was this one. This is called The Science of Wrestling and the Art of Jiu-Jitsu. There was this one and some like Filipino, like that shit that Filipino martial arts where they use like sticks and like a knife. I forget what it's called, but they had a couple of those. But anyways, I picked this up and it's a little bit beat up, but I looked it up to find this book's like 100 years old, man. And it's pretty cool. Like I actually like the they have a lot of pictures in here, like showing how to do different holds and shit. Anyways, I thought it'd be good reference for drawing, just for practice. Which, fuck, I'm way out of practice on my drawing. Some of these positions are hard to. Like that's a good one right there. If you want to do it like a throw. But yeah, I thought this was pretty fucking sweet. Like this is probably how you really study to learn these holds back in when this was published in goddamn 1923. So over 100 years old, this book right here. So that was $2. And I was saying about the Filipino martial arts books. I offered him. I said, "Will you give me 3 for $5?" And I can't do it. And I was like, "Man, come on." I would have spent $5 instead of 2. And no one's. I don't think anyone's buying those fucking books. Nobody wants to learn martial arts that way now. They'll just watch YouTube videos. So I got from a different booth at the flea market. I got this. I already have one of these that I gave to my son. But this is in pretty good shape. I got it for $1. How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way. And then this was a pretty good score. I know it's not worth what it was a few years ago, but what it is, right? Got this big old treasury Star Wars. And this is it has that corner that's kind of messed up. And then that corner. But aside from that, it's in pretty decent shape. I'm not a big Star Wars comics guy, but I do love Star Wars in general. One thing is, man, there's no bag. Like, I don't even know how to bag this. And this was $3. But yeah, that art looks kind of pretty cool. I think it's Howard Chaykin. Young Howard Chaykin. So that was overall decent little trip to the flea market. Again, that's Alma's swap meet or flea market, and yeah, it's flea market in Hanford. Yeah, this is actually pretty cool art. So that was that. If you enjoyed this video, guess what? You got good taste. Show it by hitting that like, the subscribe, share with all your friends. I've been having technical difficulties, so I haven't made a video in so long, but hopefully got that straightened out so I could put up some more stuff soon. Again, thank you for watching. Comments, questions, especially recommendations, I appreciate in the comment section. Follow me on IG, and that'll do it. One more time, thank you for watching. Appreciate it. And like I always say, get off the internet, read some fucking comics.